Bully here. I'm back. Thank you for joining me. Doing my thing. Big episode for me. Big time episode. Episode 30. I've really enjoyed this format that I got going on here, where I'm just invading and updating you on my thoughts and opinions, and even relevant news updates and whatever have you. YouTube really likes when I say this within the first 30 seconds of the video, so I'm gonna just say like, follow, subscribe to the Elden Bully here on YouTube and on Twitch and all the social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'm there. You know what I mean? D-A Elden, Elden Bully. Um, Bully. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna guess that I spelled that correctly. If not, pardon me. But again, it's like, follow, share. Thank you again for joining me. This is a big episode for me. It is episode 30. I used to call these invasion specials, but after doing 30 of them, they weren't that special anymore. They are to me, though. Oh, whoa! We're getting a rare blue invasion right off the bat today. That's awesome. Yeah, I have like three topics right off the top of my head that I do want to discuss. One is more a little bit more generalized to what we're doing here, and the other two are more centered based on like more things that I enjoy, current events, but that are more and not essentially Elden Ring related or adjacent. So, yeah, without that being said and done, thank you again for joining me today. Today's build is more or less more of a troll build, honestly. I went with the pumpkin head today because I thought it would be fashionably hilarious. I think it's hilarious. I think it's pretty funny. Hey, fellas.
Hey!
We got Bucker and John B. Nice to meet you, fellas. It's an honor, honestly. Alright, well, let's help these fellows out. As a aspiring, smiling friend, I'm not gonna be happy until I see these guys are happy as well. And it's not every day that you get to do a little PvE, PvP action. You know, double down on some cool stuff. Part of me would be like, I would love to sit in this bridge and just wait for the invader to come through. But that is just asking for trouble. It looks like these guys are pretty new to the setup or the game to some degree. I mean, I've got to be rocking somewhere close to them level-wise, but it looks like they're still kind of getting their bearings as far as in this whole setup. Cause I remember when I first started off, and a lot of the gear that Hosty has right here, being the headpiece and the turtle shield even, are very newbie-like weaponry choices for me personally, reminiscent of my first playthrough, more or less, kind of why I relate that. But other than that, I don't know, no. It could only work to their benefit that they have some know-how as far as the PvP. Maybe they have just as much or even more knowledge than I do. One would hope, for their own good. I love the charge R2s. It's like my favorite attack. Light R1s are fun as well. But dang, I'm getting hurt. Yeah, I can help myself and Hosty at the same time. There we go. I serve my function as a healer. Come on, Mr. Buck Chaser.
Hey!
I really wonder where the invader is hiding by any chance. You know what I mean? I would imagine him or her popping up at some point soon, but nope. It's kind of like doing their own thing. Hey, it's a scarab. Get it. Nice job. Yeah. I love the emotes. Johnny. John B. You are getting destroyed out there. Is it the invader? No, it's a dog. These dogs are pests. I'll tell you that. Oh. Yeah, no, we need to go. Yep. Come on, we gotta go. The invader should be here somewhere. Maybe he's waiting for us for a special type of ambush of some kind, I would imagine. Keeping an eye out. I don't trust the stillness. Charge R2. My little special combo. Go with that. Charge R2 again. A little distance. Ah! Pull me in, why don't you? Alright, got a little bit of health there for John. Okay. I'm really waiting for the invader to come and make his appearance. Come on, Mr. Red. I mean, this place is a nightmare to have to be traversing as it is, so I can only imagine how it would be for an invader at this moment if he's like somewhere really, really far away. But you get 3 phantom bloody fingers to get yourself to where you need to be. Hey! He got all 3 of us! Oh, it was an ambush! Fully buffed! Oh, who is this fellow? Oh, I'm gonna have to rewatch that. Oh, I failed my job as a smiling friend. Oh, oh. Ah, that's what I get for rocking my troll build. Honestly, I like this build only because it's kind of hilarious as far as in the fashion with the giant, the pumpkin headpiece. You know what I mean? The only real good factor of having that headpiece is that it lowers the damage you take from headshots, which is rare to get a headshot in this game as it is. But the fact that I have it means that at least I won't have to worry about that, right? Whatever. I just think it's freaking hilarious. Oh man. But with all things being said and done, oh damn. That invasion didn't go through, unfortunately. Yeah, but allow me to get back to one of my topics at hand. First and foremost, I seen a post on the Elden Ring Facebook group, and oh, again another blue invasion. Here I am actually doing my bloody finger invasion thing, and I got forced into a hunter's role. I don't know, there must have been an update of some kind that made things... that was interesting. Poor Hosty, poor Sunbro, they got annihilated by something. That's truly terrifying. I'm gonna have nightmares of that experience, just popping up, not having an opportunity to do anything. Oh man. Yeah, I guess I'll address the first thing. I'll go in tandem, not backwards, because I have thought of going backwards. But I'm gonna start off with the sad news, because I had already mentioned it to some degree, and that is the unfortunate ending of the show, the program, the fantastic work of art that is Smiling Friends. Unfortunately, they are wrapping it up. Season 3 is their last season. They got 2 more episodes that they have in the pipelines, so to speak, that they've been having their hands on, but never thought of releasing, I guess, or didn't think that they had it polished up to their liking. Long story short, the creators of Smiling Friends, the 2 minds behind it, do excuse me while I blank on their names. They addressed it as non-comedically as possible, kind of paying it forward and trying to be like, you know, this is not a bit. This is really happening, unfortunately. Smiling Friends is ending after season 3. And even though Adult Swim is giving us the opportunity to come back in the future and do episodes, maybe not as like more like sparsely, peppered in to whatever it is that they already have in mind. It doesn't seem like Smiling Friends is gonna be an ongoing thing, not like a franchise like point in entertainment, to put it. If that makes any sense. More than anything, it pains me to say it a little bit, but I'm going to because it is the way that I feel. Um, I respect the choice to call it quits when you feel you got what you needed out of what you were doing. I respect that in the same way that I don't respect what happened with the other programming adjacent to Adult Swim beforehand. For example, there are some franchises that are spectacular, or whatever have you, like Family Guy, but that came from somewhere else. Here's another example: Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's a big time cash cow now, but it's lost its identity, in my opinion. Plus, once you go down the pipeline of remakes and spin-offs and whatever, um, yeah, no, it's just not for me. You know what I mean? And I do see where it turns other people away, I guess. Oh man, I'm really trying to look for the host here. I'm having trouble. Looks like they might be up there. I need to continue my journey up, but I'm not where I need to be to get there. Alright, let's try this. Hope we get to where we want to be. Ah, man. Looks like Hosty has his hands full with something that's up there, though. Who knows? Hopefully I get to them before they get to the boss fog. Um, no, just a terrible spawn. But with all being said and done, I'll get down to my core feelings. It's more like, oh, it's a happiness, but a deep sadness at the same time. Because I've grown to love these characters over the course of the last 4 years. I want to say it's been about 4 years. Maybe 3, if I'm cutting it a little bit short. Getting into the logistics as far as the timeline. But I love Pim's little goofy pink self. I love Charlie being really down to earth and realistic and blunt. I love Glep. I love Alan. I love Mr. Boss. I even love Mr. Frog, even though he's kind of a monster. Oh no! Curse you, Hosty, for fogwalling me. Here I am going all out of my way to find you, and you just leave? He just abandoned the battle. Well, that's how you play this game of hide and seek. First one to the boss fog, and stop the other wins. I guess I don't know, but yeah, I just felt like I really wanted to get my my 2 cents out there as far as how things are going with this whole development of one of my favorite, and I would say now all-time favorite programs, being Smiling Friends, up there with some of the greats of Adult Swim, which is funny because a lot of my top 10s are Adult Swim oriented. I love Delocated. I love Moral Oral. I love Robot Chicken. I love a lot of programs. I even loved Family Guy when they got canceled and they hopped over to Adult Swim. And Adult Swim was so sad when they had to finally kind of let go of the reins and just let them do their thing and back in their home that is Fox. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Family Guy did say goodbye. That's it. They said goodbye to the Adult Swim network for the time being. And you know, like the creators of Smiling Friends said, it's not like they're gone completely. You know, they're still could come back in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? But it's the level of control that they would want to relinquish, and identity for a franchise that they have heavily invested in. You don't want to like just throw that all away because you want to like. I get like, it's been said you can get other people to take over. Hey guys, but at the same time, it's not gonna be what your. Hey Draconic, thanks. Good stuff. Two-handed, dual wielding, two bloodhound fangs. That's crazy. Can't believe the freaking boss just hit me. Yeah. No, still slightly out of my reach. Oh, whoa. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That seems like a true nightmare. Hey! First successful invasion for the night. Heck yeah. That was bonkers, I gotta say. But RIP Smiling Friends. That's all I gotta say about that. No, I got a lot more to say about that, but you know, I have to kind of condense, my thoughts. You know what I mean? And I know it sounds a little bit morbid, rest in peace or whatever, but in these terms, it's almost literal. You know what I mean? It's a voluntary kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because Adult Swim was begging for Smiling Friends to continue doing their thing or whatever have you. And to some degree, they are kind of getting their wish because they're not severing ties completely. But a consensus where the scenario would continue as is, status quo, whatever have you, that's not gonna happen. I like the fact that they went as far as saying, I may butcher this a little bit. We don't want to say that we'll be back in the future because that just kind of implies some kind of period where you're not sure, or, because they don't want to keep you waiting. Okay, and yep, there's your friend. Ah. Night, Mike. Alright. I'll just take off like a fish. I am a little interested to see. Oh, well, you're pretty tanky. Good stuff, man. Unfortunately for your host, he just didn't have the the damage. I mean, the vigor to live out that damage that I delivered to him. Ah, man, that one shot build. Oof. Even with my troll outfit, with my giant pumpkin head, it still brings a big smile on my face. That's for sure. Yeah, I've made even a episode prior, an invasion episode, dedicated to Smiling Friends, kind of breaking down what were my thoughts and feelings as far as in these last 3 seasons, because I really expected there to be more, down the line, and there will be, I guess, not seasons to some degree or whatever, but now I gotta really, I gotta work with what I got, and to some degree, I'm happy that it's not like this huge reservoir of work, because then it feels a little bit like a chore when you're going back and trying to enjoy something that you kind of want to be more specific on, if that makes any kind of sense. Because if there is the kind of more casual enjoyer that would probably put on an episode while they're doing their laundry or eating their food or whatever have you, to some degree where they're not paying full 110% attention, But that's just, I don't that's exactly not the kind of crowd that they're trying to cater to. Wha-bam, wha-bam. Oh, Treasure is the smart fellow. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, Hoshi is no more. Oh, and I won that battle technically. Victory through dragon. R.I.P. Smiling Friends. Oh, it still makes me sad. The show like Smiling Friends just brought so much brightness and joy, and it really did accomplish this special task that I feel is kind of rare to be able to achieve through the kind of confines, you know, for lack of a better word, of a network like Adult Swim and whatever have you, where things kind of tend to lean a little bit more on the dark side. But for some reason, the concept, the whole presentation of the show of Smiling Friends really did bring brightness and sunshine into my day. You know what I mean? Down to the very characters who inhabit the world. You can call me Mole Man. I'm not trying to hide my penis. I mean, I kind of am. I have to. But you know what I mean. I'm not hinging on every word, on every pixel or whatever have you. But at the same time, it's the entailment of the project where it feels like it gets its full message across without being pedantic. You know what I mean? Not redundant. I mean, yeah, how creative can you get with the concept of, oh, two characters make another character happy? Well, happiness can be interpreted in a myriad number of ways. Okay. It looks like this naked guy is just going around being naked.
Hey.
Mag, you're naked. I'm gonna be a weirdo. Watch me be a weirdo, everyone. Hey, naked lady. Buff naked lady. What you doing out here, Mag? This is like one of those moments where like what is on your screen when your parents walk into your room. Yo 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 yo. Hey. Stop. No. Don't do it. Really? Don't do it. It's not worth it. Please don't do it. It's not worth it, sir. Let's go for a fight. Come on. Ouch. Okay. Light roll. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. That thing. I think this is very spicy. So how about some of this? Come on. Fight back. Yep, this is it. Oh. GG's, Mag. I don't know what you were doing out here, butt naked, but it was fun while it lasted. Mind my eyeing. Oh my goodness. Man, some of these invasions be weird. Life of an invader. Lately, I've been trying to approach things a little bit differently. If there's an option for diplomacy, I like to see if there's a way to exploit it. I've been learning a lot from Crafter. He's like a major crafter, I think his name. He's a DayZ player. His clips are amazing. He does his like grandpa voice. It's hilarious. But he usually always ends up screwing over the other person. Daisy is an experience and a half. Oh, I have it by the way, and trust me, I've tried to stream it, but it's too dang hardcore. Oh man, I love hard games, but Daisy is just literal torture. It's like masochism. Who do we have here? Mudadib and Spaloosh. Really? Ouch! Well, that's what I get for trying to be nice. Yeah, yeah, do your little dippity dip dance. I'm here trying to approach an actual fight. But hey, that's what, that's more a lesson for me for trying to be so dang gentlemanly, so cordial. Chivalry is dead. Oh man. Um, as far as voicing my thoughts and opinions on the Smiling Friends front, do allow me to take a moment just to actually read and dictate the stuff that I've been kind of getting myself into. So here's a Reddit thread. It says r slash television. I can't think of a time when the show was already renewed for 2 additional seasons and then they said, nah, never mind, after the fact. Also, they also did a decent amount of marketing for it. They had pop-ups and giveaways and even a giant HQ head blow-up thing. I wonder if there is a world where they maybe do specials instead of seasons. Kind of what I'm more than likely what's gonna end up happening. Do I expect it to be a seasonal thing? I have a really strong feeling that that will be the case. You know, like right at like I don't know, like Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, whatever kind of holiday that you can cook up in your head, President's Day. um, they could use that as another reason to drop an episode or a themed episode. Um, there and yeah, I do remember there being a good amount of marketing behind the last season, season 3 of Smiling Friends, and with everything being talked about and how people revered the show, and we kind of like did comb through like certain aspects of it, like even the back behind the scenes concept arts, whatever have you. Um, there was just so much left on the table, money included. Not that that matters, by the way. Um, where it felt like this could go on and on and on and on and on. But to be fair, to be fair, I haven't put hearing other people's full, in-depth opinions and arguments and whatever have you. And one thing that did stood out to me was how people's one person put it. It was Smiling Friends as a show incorporates so many different flavors of animation and just from stop motion to paper to computer generated to all kinds of stuff. You you know the kind of effort that goes into these things. So you have to kind of expect the person who's creating these works of art to be able to supply the demand, more or less, right? And I don't think that the creators of the show see it that way because they have every right to pull away from what's going on in their vicinity. But the way that they're doing it is exactly the way that I would imagine somebody who has a right frame of mind would do it. As far as in addressing the fan base directly, the way that they did. Hmm. Ha! Fog walled me. Yeah, a wizard with the magical fingerprint shield. Wow, they are going at Radon full stop. They really want to get that W. Wonderful stuff. Uh, let's see. Let me continue reading. Here's another. Yeah, this is honestly pretty shitty for anyone else working on the show who thought they had 2 seasons of job security and weren't looking a less bit. I hadn't thought of it this way. That kind of really shitty because that's several months of searching they could have been doing. Now you're thinking about what other people are kind of having to deal with on top of the actual because the work does kind of start from the bottom, but it leads to the top. So whoever kind of makes that decision at the top has to make it in mind, has to also keep in mind the things that are going to affect the people on the bottom. Um, all that being said and done, I'm pretty sure that with something under your resume like smiling friends, you could find yourself another job in no time. Yes, the job market is pretty not the greatest right now, but it's not impossible. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Hey, I'm trying to be polite here, buddy. You don't have a friend here? Really, you gonna fight me barehanded? 1900. Whoa. One shot build. Take that, Toasty. Alright, peace, smiling friend. It still makes me so sad saying that. Oh. But no, for real though. I'm really gonna miss the guys. I feel like Mr. Boss in one of the season 3 episodes when he thought that the boys, being Charlie and Pim, had passed away because they fell through a hole in the ground. No, Smiley friends are over. I do relate so heavily with every character on that show, even with the character kind of bonkers and bananas as Mr. Boss. He's just so over the top, but in the best kind of way. But yeah, I'm gonna say it one last time for good measure, and with a lot of heart and love. Rest in peace, smiling friends. I know you're not leaving us for good, but I am going to miss having something to look forward to on my viewing schedule. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure more often than not, hoping he'll end up popping in that TV guide of mine more often than not. With that all being said, I have another big time topic. I'm pretty sure half of the people who care about what is going on here would care about what I'm going to talk about what's going on there. Well, it turns out that those hush-hush rumors and suspicions about there being a Bloodborne remake weren't all just rumors and talk. Apparently, there was talks of a Bloodborne remake or remaster for the next generation. I would imagine maybe a PC port, or more just like the remastered version of the video game. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe an Xbox port. But and it was pitched to Blue Point Studio, so you can kind of see where this story is going. Turns out Sony was on board with the idea, but FromSoft, the creative minds behind Bloodborne, Miyazaki included, just didn't think that, well, they just didn't agree with the practice of having somebody else take the reins while they're focusing on other projects, which I kind of understand to some degree. And you could judge the potential based on like what their other works, I would imagine, right? They did the Blue Point did the Demon Souls remaster. Thanatos, hey, wake up! Are you for real? Are you like a for real guy right now? I wonder if the blue will actually come up to where we're at. Kind of hoping that he does. It'd be a lot of fun. They're off in the distance somewhere in that direction. He'll get to me eventually. I'll wait here with Hosty. Oh, it doesn't look like they're gonna make it. Oh, well, there goes the blue. So this is like a good little blue farm right here. If I just kind of hang by the host here. Hunter, Frenzied Lord. Ooh. Can't wait to go a little mano a mano with one of the Frenzy Flame. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. I have a feeling that host might come back from the AFK as soon as the battle comes underway. But that's just me making an assumption. Please do allow me to go back on topic. And yeah, like I was saying, Bluepoint had the offer to remaster Bloodborne, but Miyazaki, being the kind of perfectionist that he is, said, "I'm too busy to be focusing on that, so don't touch my baby." And yeah, I have a feeling. Well, the fact that the Blue Point isn't around, it just went down under, doesn't paint too much of a good picture as far as in the potential for a remaster. But the fact that there was talks of it means that there's still an avenue somewhere down the line, potentially, with another. You know what I mean? It could be kind of a fleeting, hopeless kind of hope, but it's there. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's more of the same as far as in how people have been coping with this type of news development for years now. Because Bloodborne is not a new game; it's a PlayStation 4 gen game. And that's what is really unfortunately holding it back from reaching the kind of peak that people are expecting from it. Which is kind of sad, because you would expect them to still have the same level of reverence no matter the level of frame rate or anything. But we live in the year of 2026 where those things still matter, even if it's to a less degree. I think I've said enough as far as in Bloodborne. Let's use Thanatos as a metaphor for Thanatos is a stand-in for for Bloodborne, and they're representing Sony, and I'm representing FromSoft. That's what they did. GG's Hosty. And RIP Bloodborne Remaster Remake. I'm pretty sure maybe if we're patient and hopeful enough and pull our resources, we might have a shot in the future. But for right now, as of today's date, as of the moment that you're seeing this video, right now, in the past, not in the future, Um, there is no Bloodborne remake on the table. So if you want to play Bloodborne, you're gonna have to have a PlayStation, and you're just gonna have to deal with the graphical limitations of what you're experiencing. But do I think it's a total loss? No, no, not at all. It's a bump on the road, and if anything, it just kind of assures our doubts. I thought we were getting enough revelations as far as in things that were going on in the world as it is, but this whole Bloodborne, Blue Point, I guess I would call fiasco, kind of paints a picture where you know that things are happening beyond what you can possibly really fully believe to some degree or another. Where, yeah, there was a possibility of A being a thing, but B made it not happen. Whatever have you, right? But I know so many people that love Bloodborne, and me included. I be that I haven't played it, I can really vibe with the community who really enjoys their game, their baby. Let's see if I can have a little fun with them. Patch is cool as this. Oh, you got a shield on you, buddy. Whoa, I got your friends, buddy. Oh, dual wielding light great swords. Oh, magical light great swords. Okay, I see you. Yeah. Yeah. GG's, hosty. That was actually really fun. Oh man. Well, RIP Bloodborne Remake and Remaster. I'm gonna keep repeating myself after all these invasions, whether successful or not. But more than anything, I'm disappointed for you guys, being the Bloodborne community. I know you guys were hoping and praying every single night for Bloodborne Remaster slash remake. But I guess Sony thought, hey, God of War is where it's at, and that's where we're going. That deserves a remaster remake from the bottom to the top. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't know who's in charge 100% for. It could be Santa Monica. I'm pretty sure it's Santa Monica. Who's gonna be in charge for the remake? Head honcho. But there's a possibility that whoever ends up remaking, when I say remake like a million times, God of War, the God of War series 1 to 3, has a shot to get their hands on Bloodborne in the future and work out some kind of deal with Miyazaki, make that happen. Because with the fact that, and if you ask somebody like me, the fact that they're making an Elden Ring movie, a film from this video game, makes me feel like, yeah, I know Miyazaki it treats Bloodborne like his baby, but I have a feeling that there's a moment where your baby's no longer a baby and they're grown up and they're gonna go off to new advancements and involve in the industry. I'm not sure how I feel 100% as far as in the concept of remakes. I feel like they all have their place and time and everything, but I also feel like even if it doesn't end up happening, it happened. You know what I mean? We even though we don't have a remake, we have the original, and we can make do. I know there hasn't been an update or any, tweaking from any of the bugs or stuff that is suffering from the game in the game, but I have a strong feeling that it's something that can still be worked out. Well, I'm taking out your friend first. Aww, I'm a little disappointed. I wanted a more full fight. Sometimes you just gotta do your best to put them in their place. Now, I appreciate that they had the angel scythe. because it pauses my healing. But it's more of a trolley PvP weapon, and you gotta know how to, pick your spots and that kind of thing. Granted, I'm pretty sure they weren't expecting me to come out there with the whole charge R2 from the Rumi, but it's also wise kind of pick your shots. I always kind of throw that out there. You don't you don't necessarily want to go all in if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, at least beforehand. But who knows? That's just my opinion. Sometimes well placed, fully charged attack does the job. But I can only make assumptions based on my own experiences, and it's usually better to kind of know what to expect, at least a little bit. Ooh, Lindale, Ashen Capital. I have a strong feeling they're gonna follow me. Ooh, I got your friends. Damn you! Still funny. Hilarious. Swear to God. Oh man. Man, but I am so happy that we still have some level of Bloodborne. I'm so happy we have Elden Ring, and it is what it is. But we will persevere from this situation that we find ourselves in. Okay, the last final topic that's a little bit more in depth as far as in the topic, because it relates deeply into what I'm doing here. Is on the Elden Ring Facebook group from the Tarnished posting. It was a post by someone by the name of, okay, I'm gonna mess that up. I'm gonna call him K Santos, on February 21st. And the post is a text post, and it says, "Why the community hates invaders so much?" It's a very straightforward question, and I would like at least somewhat of an answer to some degree. Granted, I do have a feeling that I know some of the responses prior, but I'd like to hear them directly from the people. You know what I mean? And I did find a lot of those expected responses and some not so expected. And hate is such a strong word. Uh, can't you just appreciate that we're all part of the ecosystem here? We have Styx with the Colossal Sword and Braveheart. Oh, nice.
Hey!
Dude, don't do this. Oh, your friend's gone. You gotta time that thing, bro. One-headed? Sticks. Sticks and stones might break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Lightning. Whoa, charge heavy attack. Come on, buddy. Bring it. He's just running and rolling. What's the plan? What's the plan here? I'm gonna just run you down. Oh, roll. Gotta work on my roll catches here. Ayah! GG Sticks. Oh, now I see why people hate invaders. Cause we be doing people bogus like that. Oh. See, my approach in battle is just to irritate my opponent until I have the upper hand, because they're too distracted by their own feelings, their inner turmoil, as they say it. Um, but at the same time, like I said, I like to hear it from my fellow community themselves. So, like I said, the post reads, why the community hates, why the community hate invaders so much. And I'm going based on relevance, most relevance. First one reads, I just want to show my little brother around Stormville not get spammed by bleed builds because we're playing together. that is pretty funny. It paints a picture, that's for sure. An empathetic one, that's for sure. Do I have that level of empathy? Yeah, I know what it feels like to have somebody that you really, really want to play your favorite video game with, just to have somebody come and dunk on you and your friend. But at the same time, there's a tax to be paid for participating in a certain level, a certain kind of way in the game. So, sometimes it just makes you stronger, a better player. I like to imagine, you know what I mean? Like these two guys could be like related.
Hey.
Oh no, don't do it. Really? Wow. You just nuked me, buddy. That was rude. Oh. There goes your host, Fart. Sunbro still got me with the roll catch. Whoa. Gotta watch out for those wizard builds. Jeez. Relentless. Still a W. Heck yeah. If you're co-oping and you have a numeral advantage, gang up on the invader and wallop him with decent vigor and some upgraded weapons like Banished Knight Halberd and Clean Knight's Sword, for example. You can hold your own against invaders. Bonus if they're infused with Flame Arc. There you go. Thank you so much, community. And first reply to that last comment, because in the end, what you really want, what I would like to see, is evolution of the community and the player base, where it becomes a different beast throughout its run as a video game. I know we all like to believe that we'll be here forever and the sun will exist till eternity, but even the sun has an expiration date. So let's enjoy what we have, and make lemonade, with these lemons. And I'm here to squeeze the lemon out of the juice, the lemon juice out of these lemon hosts. I see waves of gold in the distance, so there might be cheesy builds. I'm expecting waves of gold and blasphemous Billy potentially. June.
Hey.
I love this headpiece because it's so comical. It's so damn comical that it doesn't feel threatening at all.
Hey.
Hey, come on, guys. Let's have some fun. Get down here. I'm out of pots. No. Oh, wow! I almost got you. Oh yeah, have your little dance, Mr. Starfist. Enjoy your little dance. You were basically prime real estate before your wizard backup came through to back you up. I'm great at fighting them, but on boss run back, it's a waste of mana and heals. Ah, there we go. Um, another good point, a valid point. It's not like they have no want to have to interact with the invaders. The invaders are basically the goalies between you, the host, and the boss, which is the goal. And my job is to make sure that you don't live to make it to there. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This looks so fun. Are they gonna go fight the boss that I think they're gonna go fight? If so, I hope I get there before they get away from me. Hey! Well, well. Alright, well there goes Sunbro. Oh, Hosty, you're having a hard time with these guys. Here, let me buff them up. Get them, my minions. Don't you run. Don't you run at me, Hosty. Oh, this is a bad spot for you. Ooh, that was tricky. Tricky little bit of parkour I had to do there. Get him, my minion. 2-on-1, buddy. Nah, I hope you like how that feels, huh? Oh. Good job, my champions. Oh, yes, I have 2 beastmen. Yes. Oh, I hate to be that host. Oh my goodness. Can only imagine them losing their cool. Let me see. I'm reading all kinds of interesting replies, by the way. Cool trick. Have your brother put down a red summon sign. Okay. When you summon him as a red, not only can you not be further invaded because it's just the 2 of you, but because he's a red, the enemies will ignore him entirely and only attack you. Now you can stop complaining forever. Oh my god, I love this freaking comment with all my heart. Getting a big heart, 110%. Oh, shout out to freaking Nick Havel. Jesus. I mean, for real, come on. If you have to find workarounds to a degree like that, wouldn't you just rather just deal with the invaders as it is? It's part of the game, you know? What fun is it kicking a goal without a goalie being in place? You know what I mean? At that point, you're just kicking the ball and through a net, to a net. You know what I mean? Boring. You know what I mean? you wanna have a little bit of a I did that, you know, I went through these struggles, whatever have you, and you know, and as an invader, you know, we have a job to do in the ecosystem that is Elden Ring PvP and PvE, I guess. So I can't really give the level of empathy that I would like to for certain situations where like, oh, I'm enjoying my time doing A, but something bad happens with B, and now it's a bummer. You know what I mean? Interesting. Very strong as far as in the wizardries. Am I strong enough to deal with them. Okay, buddy. Tough mage? Okay, let's see how tough you are. See? We're not all monsters. See? We could be friendly.
Hey!
Oh. See? There's some level of community and camaraderie. Hey, I remember you. You wanna fight? It'll be an even fight. Come on, buddy. Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. Nice combo. Whoa. GG, Blue. And you don't really always hear me say that. I know I got you earlier, Succotash, so I feel a little bad for that. You gonna fight me? You gonna hit me? I like doing these bare-fisted fights. They're so funny. They make no sense. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's just me being goofy. And then when they think they're safe, bam. You hit them with the 1 and the 2. No! Don't do it, OC. What a shame. What an invasion. I gotta say, that is bonkers. That is bonkers bananas. This whole invasion. What, like, outplayed and outskilled to some degree. That's for sure. Oh, man. So much fun though, I'll tell you that. And fantastic. I love interactions like that. It brings a whole new level of community as far as in this whole thing. It's like I said, now, yeah, we have a purpose as invaders, you know? We can even show you the way, you know what I mean? Or drop you a ruiner or two, you know? But at the end of the day, we're here to trade swords, you know what I mean? Not literally. I mean, cross swords, right? I think that's the term. So, you know, standing around. It's fun.
Hey!
Hey, G. Alright, you got a good setup as far as armor and stuff, so I'm interested to see what you got. Whoa ho ho. Fancy pants over here, huh? Oh, GG's, hosty! Whoa! A Rumi versus a Rumi. And his armor set was way more than mine. But at the same time, it came down to how familiar one was with the actual weapon. Fortunately for me, I ended up coming out on top. Could have gone any kind of way, honestly. But I'm so happy it went my way. Yeah. Oh, what am I? What I got? Fucking Frank Sinatra stuck in my head. My way. I'm singing it badly on purpose so I don't get copyrighted. Yes. That's why I'm doing it. Again, I feel like I do play a vital role as an invader in this game. So I don't think that I don't think the hate is warranted per se. You know what I mean? I think there could be a different way of addressing these kinds of issues. You know, it's a mechanic that's been, I think, very highlighted during the actual post release of Elden Ring, because you kind of expected to, how do I say, PvP was a factor during the whole beta testing of the video game. So I can't imagine that not being a feature in any way, shape, or capacity. So the fact that there's people, players to be specific, who dislike the function because it impedes their level of progress, kind of just makes it even more comical. It's very, very funny. Because what good is a game where you're fighting gods and dragons and all kinds of beasts and men, but once you're fighting another fellow tarnished, it becomes an issue. It becomes a problem. When you are all technically all tarnished are on the same level, you can learn all of every player can learn almost every single thing as any other player. There is no difference. There is no loot box or meta piece of gear or weaponry. You know what I mean? It comes down to what people are willing to do. Wow, Squidward, you are angry. I'm Squidward, Squidward. Ouch. That hurt. You just gonna do jump attacks? That's all you're gonna do? Ah man, those double anchors are pretty intimidating, but you're not approaching this fight smartly. You're just very aggressive. Slightly out of reach, buddy. Know your range of your weapon. Here, let me show you an example. See, since you keep missing those jump attacks, what you want to avoid is somebody with more of a ranged option. You know what? Bye, Squidward. I like the cosplay. Nah. Oh man, I like my Squidward torture episodes here and there. What do you mean I wouldn't fit in your club? Get out the way. Make some room. No, Woodward. You and your big nose wouldn't fit in. Now, I know I'm butchering it, but you can kind of get the gist of what I'm referencing. Still very, very funny. I love SpongeBob. I haven't watched SpongeBob in a good minute. Like, full episodes, you know what I mean? But oh my god, that was my comfort show. I would put that on, just laugh maniacally at the back, at the bits. Oh, they were all always gold, always gold. Alright, the aqueduct, okay. It's not every day we get an invasion here. Succotash again? Oh man. My connection with this Succotash fellow has been a real hindrance for the poor guy. I'm starting to feel bad for him.
Hey,
Hey guys,
hey!
you guys want to have a decent battle, 1-on-1? Mm. Oh, finally you got one up me. Finally, Succotash. Yes, yes. GG, my fellow compatriot. Go on and continue your playthrough, Succotash. You deserve a little bit of peace in your life for tonight. But best believe I will continue my assault down the line, if not continuously right now. Usually I like to wrap things up within the hour mark, but I've been having the feeling that I wanted to see how far I could push today's episode. In celebration for today being our 30th episode. I am so happy to finally make this the 30th one of this format and how things have been going. So I'm just really, really happy with this setup. I feel like I can definitely evolve on the format to some degree, but at the same time, uh, kind of just rolling with it. You know what I mean? Hey, Waves of Gold William. Oh, they see me. Venganza. Tough guy, Junior. Ouch! Onion rings of doom. Well, let's have a little fun. Ouch! Those things are pretty heavy in damage. Oh my gosh. Oh! What the heck? What the heck? Oh my god! He one-shot bled me basically. Oh my god. Oh, GG's hosty. Holy mo! He did not see that coming. Man, Tough Guy Junior was a cakewalk, but I was trying to kind of have more of a 1v1 kind of thing going on with the host, but I have to also expect there to be a one shot in return. Can't always go on there half-cocked expecting things to work out for me, because more likely than not they're also going to be somewhat prepared to go one-on-one even if they do have more than one compatriot on their side. So the learning experience for everyone, me included. Ooh, okay. Oh, I like this spot. Oh, I love this spot. Please. Yes, let me buff up my friend over here. Yes. My friend is so overpowered. I have two of them? Whoa. Sir. Okay, screw you then. You're gonna leave your host, leave him. Yep. Oh, that's so funny. Look, you just got back here healing everybody. Ah, you have some decent defense, but for some reason I have a feeling that if I hit Sunbro here, he would have gone down with the fully charged combo. But that's just me assuming. We'll never know. Ah, man, that was an interesting invasion. Holy moly. Now, I know at this point I'm not even addressing the topic at hand as far as why people don't like invaders. I could care less. To some degree. Uh, but like I said, I like to see what people have to say. Take my time to read the comments and see what people, how they feel about my kind, my race of players. And I gotta say, disappointed. We got a
Hey,
fight. I have a fight club feeling kind of thing going on over here. Oh, bam, oh, bam, oh, bam, oh, bam. Yeah, you have a magical thing. For magic, yes. Yeah, you're pretty squishy though, unfortunately. Come on. Really? Okay, go ahead, take a sip. Ah, such a piece of shit. Are you gonna fight for real, or are you just gonna stand around trying to do your cheesy shit? Go ahead. I know you want to heal. Go for it. Come on. Terrible. Terrible. Interesting build. Good stuff. Bad sportsmanship. Don't get me wrong. Interesting build. Definitely will come back with a better plan of attack. But all I know for sure is that he's there and he's tongue. That is almost 100% for sure. Little fight club thing going on there. Interesting. You don't see that every day. It is more common than you would believe, but not as common. The poop pots is such beta behavior, though. Oh my goodness. You're not even halfway through the freaking fight and you're already throwing the poop pots, dude. You healed mid battle. Come on. You ain't doing yourself no favors there, buddy. Pull out the W all you want, but if you heal in the middle of a fight, that might as well just be in a big L on your fucking forehead. My God. Like I said, ridiculous host behavior. Not unexpected though. Not unexpected. Okay. This is spawn of the year, that's for sure. Ah, not happy with this spawn. Oh my god, what is this spawn? Literally, my host, my target is within a mountain. How is that possible? What am I supposed to walk through the rock? Am I supposed to walk through the mountain? Can't do that. Not in this game. Oh no. I mean, Night Ring. Yeah, I guess you could climb to your heart's content. But here, come on, Phantom Bloody Finger, take me to your host. This is not conventional now. Unconventional. Unconventional. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah, I'm running short on my fuse now. I can feel it. Not entirely a problem, but enough to be addressed, that's for sure. Hmm. Don't tell me they're still way up there where I can't get to them. Ah, what? They got dry leaf Dan? Dane? I think it's Dane. Dan wouldn't have an E at the end, I think. Ugh. Watch this Final Friend Bloody Finger. Better work. Yes. Yes, yes.
Hey!
Hey, Hosey. Is that a wand? If that's a wand, I'm gonna have to take you down. Yep. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, that was the host. Interesting stuff. Try to pull that Ash of War out as an ace. It did not work in its favor. Holy moly. I know to some degree there would be a little bit more style points if I, went at it without using my charge R2. But I like to, sometimes it's just a way of educating the community of what else is out there you should be looking out for, you know what I mean? You can't continuously out to your way through everything. You have to find a better approach because my charge R2 is just so elite. It's so valid that it just leaves so many people just not vibing with the whole whip builds. and I've recently seen a little bit more Arumis being used in the battlefield as well, which I would like to take some credit for. It brings a smile to my face for sure to see people using this weapon that I feel is a really criminally underrated. Oh, yeah, buff up all these guys. Okay, good luck.
Hey!
Hey!
This is a good spot to fight. Ready? Alright, let's go. Whip versus Twin Blade. Twin Blade has a lot of potential, but if you can't pull off if you can't pull off the combo, it starts becoming a problem. Come on, zombie guys. Get them, boys. It started to become a problem. I really wanted the zombies to eat her. GG's, Hosty. That was a fun fight. We kind of led him off to a better plane of existence, and then I snatched it. Oh, that is so freaking funny. Huh. Ah, man. And I love this fashion is so funny. It's ridiculous. Honestly, the only thing that is kind of necessary to make this fashion viable for my build is two things. One is the commoner's garb, and two, the bull gold talisman to make sure that I have a little extra bit of poise to make it different in battle. I don't get stunned so easily. Um, but other than that, the rest of my armor pieces are poise adjacent. You know, high on my as high as I can get my gauntlets and my leggings to be for the poise, and then everything else has its own practicality. Even the headpiece, the pumpkin head, has a high amount of poise and armor defense, but it does have a it's a little lacking compared to like what you could wear on your head as a optimal piece of armor per se. You know what I mean? But you know, I like the fashion. I really enjoy it. It's so comical. Oh, okay. There's some stuff going on here. I need to prepare. Green Goblin. Surprise attack! Oh yeah! Take that, Apple Jr. How about you, Green Goblin? Go with your friend. I'm just ruining players' day to day, as per usual. Anything like that usually brings a smile to my face. Um, I'm gonna continue invading as usual. You know what I mean? But if you would humor me a little bit here and there, because I like to spam these the bloody finger, the bloody finger, and the recusant finger as well. I like to spam them. Make sure I get an invasion sooner than later. You know. But I'm meaning to get into the format of reading a little bit. Just for fun, you know what I mean? I have these books that I like to read. And it would make me really happy to read them to you guys as well. Also, so I can get good at reading out loud and practice that skill as well. Um, but it's hard to bring myself to combine those two concepts because I feel like there's a little bit of a drawback here and there. Oh, Hosty is having a battle already with some dirty Dex versus Lurum. Oh, it looks like Red is gonna win. Interesting stuff. GG. That was an interesting fight. Dual wielding great katanas. That's a choice. That's for sure. But he definitely put the host in his place. It's rare, but wow. It's nice to see two people really putting in the efforts as far as battle. You know what I mean? And it's always fun to run into other reds and in the midst of things, you know. Ah man. I think I'm gonna be wrapping this up within this last invasion, win or lose. With all that being said and done, I want to say thank you guys for joining me tonight. It's been a lot of fun as usual. I like getting back on the horse and getting some work done as far as invasions. I'll be doing these invasions regardless of whether I'll be streaming or not. I really wanted to address the whole Smiling Friends and Bloodborne situation, but I really wanted to get my bearings down as far as my thoughts and feelings on them, because as maybe I'm not as invested into the Bloodborne situation because I unfortunately haven't played Bloodborne. But the Smiling Friends one, ooh, that one cut deep. It's like losing a close friend, you know? Oh, I feel bad. But was that the host? It was the host. Bye, guys. Oh, Lux the Lovely. I'm so sorry. Oh, that must really suck. Man, I mean, they came at me really heavily. I mean, come on, give me a break. Alright, one last
Hey!
time. Thank you so much for coming out. Have a good one. Love ya. Good night.